Hello. Good to see you. Thank you for joining, whether you're watching this live or you're watching this in the future. A little bit more Final Fantasy 14 nerdin'. If you've been with the channel long, you know I love going through these stories, having a nice little challenge to complete. And so, I got my cool armor here, and I like my white tunic, but it's time to get the last piece of my dragon armor. And Stinian has already let me know that he needs my help, so let's hop on top of Petey here, which is the mount that you can get for the event that's out right now. It was super easy. I'm new to this game, so I don't have any crazy mounts. This is my first crazy mount, but it's pretty hilarious. Do a little Easter egg show. You love to see it. So stay frosty, say hello. I appreciate you being here. And let's see what this is all about. Level 50, into the Dragon's Maw. Silver and gold, poetic. Instinian. Oh shit. Albric, I have waited long for this day. You, who fancy yourself an Azure Dragoon, the man whose cause you have taken for your own, is a coward. He relinquished the power of the dragon of his own volition and watched as Ferndale burned. Do you not think it's ironic? Do you not think it ironic that I was chosen as your dragoon? I, an orphan who was not of value to protect in Ishgard? I suppose I must give thanks, for it was the eye that revealed to me the truth. Truth so damning as to undo a lifetime of trust. I loved you as a father, but I can ill forgive you for Ferndale. As I understand it, you've kept even the Archbishop in the dark regarding the missing eye. Do you mean to take your shame to your grave? But I waste my breath. Prepare yourself, old man, for I shall lay waste to all things you hold dear, and once I'm finished with you, I shall do what no Azure Dragoon has succeeded in doing. I shall claim Nidhogg's head. Calm yourself, Instinian. Your rage renders you vulnerable to the dragon's influence. Listen, if you seek an opponent, I'll be your opponent. Snowbody? In you I thought I had found kindred, someone beside me, beside whom I could fight the great worm. It is with heavy heart that I relinquish that dream. Your affection for this coward has rendered you deaf to your own destiny. Very well. That we would one day cross lances was inevitable from the moment of our first meeting, as we shall now find out who is the Eye's true chosen. There can only be one. Well, lucky I'm here. Snowbody here. Eye's true chosen. Are you? Well, that's not very nice, is it? With this madness, Stinian. We must fight the dragons, not succumb to their fury. Have you no shame, man? Would you trade all your honor for power? Guess that answers that. And I must do what the Azure Dragoon must do. Come, Instinian. Time is now. It's an excellent move. I'll have to remember that one. Ooh, that was a good one. But not good enough. This is your last chance in this thing. Surrender this madness. You fool. Evil creature, dost thou desire power? Look to thine anger and to thy hatred. It is there thou shalt find it. Almighty Nidhogg, Lord of Dragons. Grant unto me thy blood, that I might be granted the claws and fangs wherewithin to rend thine enemies. Instinian, you fool. How could you? It's nobody. This is impossible. It cannot be. You may be the black dragon, but I am the white. Are you okay? Of course not. Forgive me, Instinian. I failed you, once again. I'm fine, Snowbody, somewhat shaken, but otherwise whole of body. Suffice it to say, I have much to reflect upon. Let us return to the observatory. The soul of the dragon shines with an unbounded radiance. Yo! What up, Varmint22? It's been a minute. How you doing, Varmint? Just in time. When the being of darkness closed upon us, you appeared to me, spitting image of Halderath, the Dragon's Eye, just as he is depicted in the Holy Scriptures. I thought that mayhap the years had taken their toll on my mind, but behold, the soul of the dragoon shines as it never did in all the years I bore it. It would seem you have achieved that which was thought impossible. You have awakened to the ability that none but the first Azure Dragoon possessed. Truly a momentous achievement. I can still scarce believe that you were able to summon the self-same dragon mail worn by Haldreth. To think that it had been sealed within the soul crystal all this time. I have borne witness to many and more wonders over the years, yet none compares to you, my young dragoon. Could it be that you are... Mark not my mutterings. I am certain that it was your indomitable sense of justice that resonated with the spirit of the first dragoon, prompting him to bestow the armor upon you. Yes, that is doubtless what happened. As the being of darkness faded, so too did Nidhogg's aura subside, and now his kind have ceased their story. Whether this was compelled by your awakening, I cannot say. I suspect we will learn the truth of it, eventually. Instinian, my dear boy. Whatever becomes of him, he will ever be as a son to me. Pray that he is somewhere out there still, and that he was not wholly forgotten, the great man he once was. When the darkness brushed against me, the self-same torrent of emotions swept over me, as those I experienced 20 summers past. But there was something else besides. There was a voice, and it lamented the rift that divides dragons and men. You will come to comprehend what I speak in due time. Till then, Snowbody, I pray that you will ever use your newfound strength in the name of justice. All right. Your inner dragon grows stronger. This concludes the Dragoon quest for Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn. In order to undertake the next series of quests, you must first meet the following requirements. You must have completed the main scenario quest before the dawn. Once you have done so, your next Dragoon quest will be available from Alberic. Good, because I want to go rescue Minfilia. Hello? Pretty sure I want to equip it, right? I don't think I want to sell it. It's gonna have less magic defense, because that's kind of like the theme with it for whatever reason. But the stats on it are way better, so I've got to put this on. Oh, interesting. I did not know that that was even a thing. Okay, well that's kind of strange, but I mean, simple fix. I don't think you can break things down, right? Well, that's gross. That'll do for now. Sheesh! Look like a serious somebody. My goodness. Listen, I would love to, but I've got a friend to save. Revenant Toll, attuned. So. We'd love to see it. Paparazzi. Interesting. Compliments. Compliments. No, I definitely didn't order any. We do sometimes, though, for business reasons. Everybody does it. Shh. Stop talking now. So, I'll have to hire guards for that whole area, and, an idea. Raise the price and call it a special security surcharge. Well, since yours sounds like you may be doing a little bit of an off, I'll go ahead and get back to the task at hand. Yonder, and then up yonder again. To mess with the Goo-Goo. They all fall short. They're like, you know, one second thought. Well, night traveler. Might I interest you in a chocobo porter? Oh, did not tell me this is your first visit to the stop. I shall update my register with your name so that you may access this location in the future. Whoa, that's a crazy looking monster. Golgamera. It's not even aggressive. It's just kind of chilling. Ordona. Oh, is this Garlean territory? Interesting. Nobody wants any of the Gobu. Everyone's like, you know what? They're like, what is a Gobu doing running around? Eh. Don't even need to. Good job, Petey. Sound the alarm! We've got a Gobu intruder! Can no one stop a Gobu? She's too strong! Aim for the Dragoon! We're trying! I think she has some kind of magical enchanted flowers on. She smells of lavender. You fools! How could you be outdone by a Gobu? Well met, friend. What brings you to Revenant Stoll? Did I hear you rightly? Your friends are being held captive by the Castrum Sentry, and you want to rescue them? I don't mean to discourage you, but that might prove difficult. The stronghold has been on high alert of late, with armored patrols seen about the perimeter around the clock. Not even a fly could get in 100 yalms of the walls undetected. The Lians were alerted to our coming. We cannot know what they would do to Menvilia and the others. We must act with the greatest stealth. Aye, has to be a good old-fashioned infiltration. With security so tight, how are we going to smuggle ourselves in? Well, I have a mind to walk through the front door. The front door? Aye, we'll disguise ourselves as Imperial troops and march right in. For this, we'll need a few sets of Imperial uniforms, a suit of Magitech armor, and impeccable timing. Ha! That's a bold strategy, but it just might work. Where we are, there's certainly no shortage of opportunities to borrow the equipment. Knowing these Imperial bastards, they won't even suspect that we savage Eurasians would think to use their technology. Then it's settled. Alright. If you're determined to go ahead with this, I'd recommend you speak with Guillemot. The fellow's got a personal grudge against the Empire, and happens to know a deal about Castrum Sentries. Besides, I've no doubt that he'd want to be of aid. Yida and I shall go to reconnoiter Garlean activity at the stronghold. It would not do if something were to befall our comrades before we had a chance to act. Come and join us when you're ready, Snowbody. Let's do this. Sometimes I wonder, Yida, are there even times when you're not enthused? I'm nothing if not enthused, Solo, and you're beginning to remind me of Papalamo. I don't remember how to say his name. Papalamo? Better hit this crystal before I forget. Well met, traveler. Might I interest you in Chocobo Porter? Well, do not tell me this is your first visit to the top. I will update my register with your name so you may access this location in the future. Thanks. That's a cool mount. Guillemot. Looking for Guillemot, are you? Well, you found him, whoever you are. You're looking to get inside Castrum Sentry and you need my help. Something tells me we're gonna get along just fine. So, you have friends at Castrum Sentry what want for rescue. That slackbone knows me too well. Aye, you can count on my help. I got a score to settle with the Imperials, and I never pass on an opportunity to get back at those Horsons. But enough about me. Let's talk about the strategy. Rescuing folk from captivity, rightly delicate business. A single oversight, just one little blunder, and it's all over. Can't leave any room for uncertainty. For starters, you need to confirm beyond a shadow of a doubt that your friends are where you think they are. You don't want to risk your neck only to discover they've been moved somewhere elsewhere. But, how can you find out, you ask? By following these instructions. If you approach Sentry from the east, you'll see a swampland to your left called the Tinkle. Get in there. Never mind all the morbles, and navigate your way to the southwestern corner. You'll come across some drainage pipes coming down from the stronghold. Don't ask me how I know, but one of them leads back up to Command Tower. If you listen closely, you can eavesdrop on some of what's happening within. Once we know for certain your friends are there, we'll move on to the next stage of the operation. Now, get going. Godspeed. You have to put on a new technique. Alright, there we go, bar's fixed. The faint sounds of conversation echo down the pipe. What of the captive? Does she still refuse to speak? She may as well be a deaf mute for all the information we've got out of her. The others aren't much better. The Elsian gets on my nerves most of all. Every time he opens his mouth, it's only to spout gibberish. Excuse me. I do wonder, why is the Tribunus so obsessed with Menfili woman? They say she possesses some mysterious, mystical power, something we Garleans don't have. Mystical power, like the kind the Beastmen use? How am I supposed to bloody know? If you're so curious, why don't you ask the Tribunus yourself? As well, try to tumble her. I like my head where it is, thank you very much. Our break is over. Best we can get back to our situation, our stations. It's good to see you again, Snowbody. I'm given to understand you've conducted some reconnaissance. Tell me, what were you able to learn? So, Ophelia and the others are indeed in Castrum Sentry. The presence is confirmed. We may proceed with the mission. While you were afield, Sid and took the liberty of devising the plan of action. Pray, tell us from him. Good work, Snowbody. As Alphanod had already told you, we plotted out a course for the rescue. The gist of it is unchanged. We disguise ourselves as Imperial soldiers and infiltrate the stronghold. Galamode is looking into a way to procure a suit of Magitech armor. In the meantime, I need your assistance for some preparation of my own. When Feely and the others are counting on Snowbody, let's not keep them waiting any longer than necessary. When Galamode goes out about devising his plan, we need to see some preparation of our own. It wouldn't do if the Imperials were to discover that they're short on armor. To prevent this from happening, I'm going to put together a makeshift communications jamming device. The explanation is like to get a bit technical, so bear with me. Imperial forces communicate at a distance via electromagnetic waves. Simply put, voices are borne upon etheric lightning energy that permeates the air. Now, the hill-sized cluster of corrupted crystals to the west has been observed to amplify the self-same energy. By making use of this property, we should be able to drown out Imperial voices. To ensure that we have enough amplification, we must identify the most potent crystals among the cluster. For this, I need you to go there and use this device to take readings. I'll mark the likely places on your map. Oh, and just so you know, plasmoids are drawn to the lightning energy. Don't be surprised if you run into a few. Fetch quest, fetch quest, fetch quest. I could see why poor Summit couldn't stick through with this. Big finish. Hello? Interesting. Knew it. Bring it on. Whoop. Yeah, no thank you. Oh my. You have readings. Excellent. Here, let me see the numbers. Yes, 4 of these crystals should suit our purposes, though I pray that we won't have need their power. I thanks nobody. Clean the wax out of your ears now, because there's something I want you to do by way of preparation. Plans to have you enter Castrum Sentry all decked out in Imperial duds, but a disguise is more than just the clothes you're wearing. You gotta act the part. At the very least, you need to know how to perform a convincing Imperial salute. First impressions are everything, as they say. I could teach you the salute myself, of course, but it's best you learn from the experts. So go get yourself near as you dare to Castrum Sentry and watch the Imperials doing what they do. Can she fly? Did I just see this go blue take flight? Lol. Charge! Finish. Big finish. Nothing to report, sir. We have received an anonymous warning that the insurgent forces are near. We must redouble our vigilance. I shall recommend that patrols be increased. Easy enough. Yo, it's my cousin. So, did you manage to learn the Imperial Salute? No. Best you don't demonstrate it. I'm liable to fly into a rage cracking skulls. I'll just take your word for it. You can learn the Imperial Salute. I have a feeling that's going to be needed. You're called Snow Buddy here. Yes, I've heard of your plight from my friend Gallimud, a fellow adventurer and son of Erosia both, and I would offer you my assistance. In order to infiltrate Cast Sentry, you and your comrades must disguise yourself as Imperial soldiers. The question is how to go about acquiring uniforms and helms. There are places a man might purchase them, but individuals who deal in such wares are not the sort of whom you entrust your secrets. It would be more prudent, I believe, to procure what you need via traditional means, from the bodies of recently deceased owners. The fortified area before Castrum Sentry never lacks for Imperial patrols. It ought not take long to obtain 3 sets of gear, one for each member of the infiltration team, Biggs, Wedge, and yourself. When you have what you need, please return to me here and allow me to inspect the spoils. Easy enough. I do respect what Final Fantasy's done with relatively small questing areas. World of Warcraft, the questing areas are like gigantic. I'm riding the mount named Petey from the Easter event. It's out right now. What up, King Zero? Welcome. You go to, I started the quest in Gridania. Nope, that's not what Gridania is. The Black Shroud, Gridania. And there's some person at the amphitheater who's talking about Ladies' Day and everything, and you just do some quest for her. You don't have to explain too much. I don't know much about this game. I'll be lost. No sweat. No sweat, King. I'm level 50, so I've been playing for a little bit, but I've only been playing since it came to Xbox for the beta. I was like, you know, it's about time. The game's only like 10 years old now. Might as well finally check it out. But it's been fun. It started off like uber simple. Now I've got a couple more moves that combo, and like I got a couple other crazy things going on. So it's been fun. So yeah, she's just some hilarious, gigantic, they're called boo-boos or something, but basically it looks like a big giant ogre. And it's just been hilarious. I don't know if it actually affects anything in my gameplay, but it seems like I've been able to run away from things, and they haven't been able to hit me very well. And just stroll on by. What have you been playing, King Zero? Anything in particular? Almost look like a giant Care Sith from behind. I like Final Fantasy, but not really a fan of the MMO versions. That's fair. I don't know what the one was before this one. Way back on like PlayStation 2, I was not into it. And even this one, I putzed around for like 2 seconds on PC way back then. But right now it's come to Xbox, and I've heard people talk about the storyline being pretty cool, and it's been pretty interesting. So it's like, you know, might as well give it a college try. It's been pretty fun so far. Right now, my character here has been fighting off like bosses, typical like main character stuff, right? Acquiring crazy powers, becoming the chosen one, yada yada yada. And but in doing so, gained the ire of these people, the Garleans, that have like crazy advanced technology, and so they captured some of my people. So now we're trying to find a way to get it back. Yeah, Final Fantasy VII, that's what's up. It's on my list. I have a buddy who's going hard on it. He was telling me about how long it is. I guess it's supposed to be like a bajillion hours to just to beat the story or something. It sounds like fun though. It's on my list. Probably in 10 years I'll finally get a chance. But it sounds fun. Oh, some Mega Man and OG Contra. Okay, okay. Been killing it. Isn't it nice to play a game that just is good? That just is completed like one of those games? Damn it, as I suspected. In their present condition, I fear these uniforms and helms are like to draw suspicion. They must be repaired, if only superficially. Fortunately, the blacksmith Ingolf at the Diamond Forge and Rowena House of Splendor should be able to hammer them into shape in no time. I've already sent word ahead, and I've been assured that he's expecting you. Worry not, we have already impressed upon him the need for utmost secrecy as to the nature of your mission. Good. Oh, this is what Chaotic was telling me about. I wonder when I start getting these poetics. Interesting. It's like 40 hours to beat the story, and if you take your time, maybe 50 hours, and then about 100 hours to complete everything. That would pretty much get you Platinum Trophy as well. Final Fantasy VII, not a bajillion hours, lol. Yeah, I say a bajillion. The number he quoted me was 200. But I think he was talking about FF7, and then it's in 2 parts, right? And then the 3rd part for Crisis Core, but Crisis Core is kind of its own thing. I mean, 100 hours is pretty juicy, you know? So you're Venture Sark Marlark sent, are ye? I've been waiting for ye. Now, let's see what you got for me. I see. Ah, yes. I reckon I can hammer these back into shape for ye. After all, I owe your friend Sark Malark a favor too. Took good old care of old Ingolf back in the days before I fell in with old Rowena, I did. Did you know he's the son of one of the wealthiest families in the Sultanate? Wouldn't expect someone like that to end up in the life he did, but I suppose he's always felt the adventurous life calling him. But here I go blabbering on when there's work to be done. I just hold your horse birds for a moment or two, and great Ingolf will have your gear looking good as new. And there we have it. Won't do much good in battle, mind you, but from what I hear, that's not your priority anyhow. Do send Sark Malark my regards, will you? Have you had the uniforms and helms repaired? You tell me. Yes, these will serve beautifully. The great Ingolf never fails to impress. The quality of these repairs would fool even a Legatus. Thus equipped, you should not have any trouble blending in amongst Imperial forces. Lest you fear that the Garleans might detect your foreignness, foreigners in fact form the greater part of the Garlean invasion force in Eurasia. You see, when the Empire subjugates new territory, it assimilates the people of that land into its armed forces. In turn, the conscripted forces are sent to subjugate faraway lands. In this way, Garlemald nips rebellions in the bud and expands its territory in one fell stroke. With that, my part in your mission is done. I'm full glad to have been of assistance to your cause. Why would I, a wealthy merchant, wish to help you? I know not where you heard such a tale, but believe me when I say I am but another humble adventurer, one who deserves only to act in the best interests of the realm. Good work getting them Imperial duds. You'll be pleased to hear I ain't been idle myself. It took me long enough, but I've finally hatched a plan to get us a suit of Magitech armor. Now, for what I'm seeing, Castrum Sentry deploys a Reaper for most of its patrols. Trouble is, the patrols themselves are irregular, meaning random routes and random deployments, and hardly any of them come anywhere near Revenant's Toll. So hoping to coax the Imperials out of their shells, I took the liberty of feeding them a bit of false intelligence. Told them insurgents had designs on their stronghold. Tain't far from the truth, now I come to think of it. Any road, we should start seeing more patrols than we have up until now. What you need to do is approach one of these patrols dressed up in your shiny tin suit and alert them to the enemy's presence. Having done that, you want to lure them as near Revenant's Toll as you can. Like as not, though, they'll be wary of venturing far from within their own walls. If they do need a bit of extra encouragement, use this smoke signal here, flinched fresh from an Imperial scout. They'll come when they see that. And when the cavalry arrives, you hit them hard and make off with their Reaper. Simple as that. If I ain't mistaken, there's a patrol sweeping the perimeter right now, so run along, though, and don't forget to salute. Whoa, look at this crazy thing. That Chocobo had some modifications. Nothing suspicious about this at all. Carry on, soldier. Insurgents gathering to the east, you say? Judging by your description, they're well beyond the perimeter, but I'll not have it said that I was remiss. You return to the scene and keep an eye on those insurgents. Should aught go awry, use your smoke signal to call us. Roger that, Capitano. I see. Yep, up here. I hope you don't mind me joining. Seeing as we're seizing advanced weaponry, I thought it best to be on hand. And there she is. This is the place, but where's the enemy? Sir, over there. Send in the Reaper. Let us make an example of these insurgents. Probably could have put my regular armor on, but it's fine. Roger that. Tell me I can help you now, sir. Sid, I know you got your memories back and you want to do it all on your own, but you're gonna have to let me help here, friend. I think not. I'll get your back. Should I strike the final blow or not? Ha! That's our very own suit of Magitech armor. Not wishing to look a gift Chocobo in the beak, it does seem rather worse for wear, doesn't it? Big Wedge, what's your honest assessment? Well, there's the fact that she's smoking, of course. But looking past that, I'd say she was structurally sound.
Well, I don't like the way these legs are buckled. I hate to say this, but the servo mechanisms may be damaged.
Yeah, but aren't those things protected by thick armor plate?
They are, yes. It's odd. The casing doesn't seem to have taken a blow. I suspect we're dealing with a faulty part.
Well, whatever it is we're dealing with, we're not resting till it's fixed. Not 1 week of sleep. You got that, Wedge?
I heard that.
A hall has been set aside for us to use in Revenant's Toll. That's where we'll carry out the repairs. Look for us there, Snowbuddy. Roger that. Haha. Yeah! It's limping nice. It's a good touch. Man, time travel's fast playing this game. It's crazy. I feel like I've only done a couple of missions, but I guess it's been a nice juicy hour stream already. That's crazy. The Magitech armor. Sid and the others stood inside. Go on in and join them. How goes the repairs? We've now had time to take a closer look at the Reaper. Our preliminary diagnosis was correct. She's structurally sound, but her servo mechanism is faulty. You needn't worry though. Biggs and Wedge will see her restored to former glory in no time at all. Give those two something to mend, and they will think. Give those two something to mend, and they will think of a naught else to do till the job's done. 'Tis a marvelous thing to behold, provided you remind them to visit the privy. The repairs are proceeding apace, and it shouldn't be long now before Biggs and Wedge complete the work. There is, however, one small problem. As you may recall, the Machina's servo mechanism was discovered to be faulty. Wedge has subsequently asserted that the Magitech core which drives it is worn beyond use. Such cores are rather fragile devices which must be replaced at regular intervals. Thanks to the negligence of our Imperial colleagues, however, the one used in this Reaper was long overdue. Alas, we do not have access to a ready replacement here in Mordora, but all is not lost. Wedge thinks he may have identified an alternate solution. Go and see him, would you? He'll explain the details to you. Beside. Not exactly what to do, but that's okay. As I believe the chief has already informed you, the Magitech core is worn beyond use. We need to find a replacement. I thought about having you appropriate more Reapers, but even if the dunderhead maintenance engineers at Castle Ascension had remembered to replace their cores, we would be risking arousing Imperial suspicion. But do not despair, for I believe there is a solution. To substitute the Magitech core with the Mammoth Heart. In case you don't know, a Mammoth Heart can be used to grant sentience to an automaton. By my reckoning, such a device would be more than capable of regulating the armor's servo mechanism. We'll just need to make some minor modifications to the housing unit. I have already placed an order for the first-rate Mammoth Heart with the Goldsmith's Guild. All that remains is for someone to go to Ul'Dan and collect it. Oh, and to pay for it. Did I mention how much they cost? No? Well, they typically cost me in the order of... I hope you don't mind footing the bill. It's for a good cause. I'm at least not going to be dressed ridiculous if I can do it. It's Forminphilia, just remember, it's Forminphilia. Oh wait, this is probably going to be way faster if I use it's the Goldsmith, so I should be able to teleport pretty close. Hello there, come to collect a Mammoth Heart, you say? Then you must be here on behalf of Garlaw and Direworks. I've taken the liberty of picking the finest example we have, a heart fit for a prince among mammoths. Payment? Oh, that won't be necessary. The heart is for Master Alphinaud's personal use after all. He notified us a short while ago that his manservant would be coming to collect it. Tender in years though he may be, Master Alphinaud has been a benefactor of ours since my predecessor's time. The Goldsmiths Guild wouldn't dream of charging him. But here is the Mammoth Heart. May it serve you well. Oh, and please do pass my compliments to your master. Oh, I'm a manservant, am I, huh? A manservant, huh? How much was it? I'll pay for it. Want to go in? It hardly needs saying, but try not to be seen. Do you have the Mammoth Heart? I can't wait to see if it works. Yep, they put it in the sack for me. Hurrah! Thank you so much. But this is magnificent. It must have cost an emperor's ransom. Free of charge, courtesy of Alphinaud. Coming from an influential family certainly has its advantages. But without further ado, let's give it a try. I've already modified the housing unit, so it should slot right in.
There, she's ready. Magitech armor, engage. Or not. She just needs a loving tap, I'll wager. That did it. Yes, she's alive! Let's take her outside and put her through the paces, Snowbody. Would you care to do the honors? Heck yeah. I think we're already dressed for the occasion. Hop into the pilot seat. We'll begin as soon as you're ready. First, I'd like you to try climbing that tangled crystal yonder, as far as you can go, if you please. Oh, and if for some reason you need to dismount, simply come back here and we'll start again. No anomalous movements evident from either leg. Good. Next, jump back down and then spin north quick as you can. Leg joints absorbing all impact without incident. Excellent. Please make your way back, Snowbody. Torso remains stable during vigorous motion. Excellent, and that concludes our test. Thank you for your cooperation. No problem. Now, if you'll excuse me. Anyways. Here's a summary of my findings. The drivetrain is in sound condition. With some fine-tuning, we can expect a noticeable improvement in peak performance at the servo mechanism. I'm afraid it's not nearly as responsive as it should be, and I'm at a loss to explain why. The main heart is in pristine condition and should be installed correctly. Perhaps its inner workings are simply too different to operate harmoniously within the armor's other mechanisms. Whereas Magitech cores serve only to conduct impulses, Mammoth Hearts enable automaton to process information collected by their sensors as feelings. Maybe she just doesn't feel like part of the team, in which case we should all do our best to make her feel welcome. Welcome to the team, Reaper. Daft as it felt, I gave it my best. Daft as it felt, I gave it my best. I welcomed myself to a bloody standstill. What were you expecting it to do anyway? Bob us a curtsy? Do your magic, Sid. No doubt you're wondering why the servo mechanism is so important to warrant this silliness. Without it, the pilot would be required to control the armor's every movement manually. This would be an onerous task at the best of times and wholly impractical during battle. Using a mammoth heart in place of the worm's magic core seemed a promising solution. Alas, the device does not appear to be compatible with Garlean technology. Wedge, are there no other ways we might demonstrate our appreciation to our friend here? I'm at my wit's end, Chief. She just doesn't seem convinced. Or we could try a little dance, perhaps, or cheer our heads off. Imperials! They've come for the armor! Damn it! They have us cornered. There's the Reaper. Taken by the traitor Garland, and is that the Icon Slayer?
Oh, bullocks! Call for reinforcements. The hells you will. We've located Stolen Reaper, requesting immediate assistance. Respond! Respond! It's no use, sir. There's some sort of interference. Curse you, Garland. No matter. If we can't reclaim it, destroy it. Bloody hell, Snowbody. Protect the armor at all cost. Say less. I've got the fork for this knife. The targeting is a little terrible. It really shouldn't be this terrible. Big fish. What the? That's enough out of you. I got you, buddy. Hey, look, she moved. Ah, now she designs to grace us with her presence. It took us a good while, but we're finally ready. It's time to infiltrate Casham Sentry and rescue our comrades. Yeah. There, the finishing touch. Lol. The servo mechanism is now fully functional, and all it took was a simple fight to the death. Remind me not to install Mammon Heart aboard the Enterprise, would you? Much as I love her, I'd rather not require it to profess it. I'd rather not be required to profess it before board. But enough of that. Let us see our final preparations. Thanks to Biggs and Wedge, the Reaper is as good as new. We are pleased as we are as prepared as we're like to get. Been a long day. How'd your preparations go, Snowbody? We'll leave as soon as you're ready. Galamut, you came! Aye, thought I'd give you a roaring send-off. 'Tis the least I can do for the fine men and women. We're about to make my lifelong wish come true.
Well, we'll do our best. It occurs to me for all your help you've afforded us, we know little and less about you. What did the Empire do to earn your ire? But I fear I'd put curiosity before consideration. I quite understand if you'd rather not relive those memories. No, I don't mind, really. Truth be told, part of me was itching to tell you my tale. Mind you, 'tis hardly a novel. I ain't the first to suffer at the Imperial hands. Like most folks, I used to have a mother. She was a sweet, caring woman, with a smile never far from her face. There was a sister, too. Pretty little thing, she was. Gentle as a lamb, but tough as nails. We were poor folk, living simple lives, but we knew happiness just the same. And then the Imperials came and took it all away. When Alamigo fell, they put my family in a camp. Being a lad, I was made to do hard labor, while my mother and sister were forced to do far worse. They hid their suffering from me as best they could, but I knew, and the thought of it drove me mad. We had to escape, so I hatched a plan to get us out of the city. We were picking our way around a gorge not far outside the walls when they caught up with us. And rather than allow themselves to be taken again, my mother and sister leapt over the edge before my very eyes. Heartbroken as I was, I didn't put up a fight when the Imperials clasped me in chains and dragged me back. It was some years after I escaped again. That time I got away, I swore then that I'd get my revenge on the Empire and become an adventurer, so as to hone my skills and earn the coin I needed. But nigh on 2 decades since it's gone by, and what have I achieved? Bugger all, that's what. Not like you lot. You've been here 10 minutes and you're already done more than I managed in 10 bloody years. You give us too much credit, Galamut. We seek only to rescue our friends. What's more important than that? On any road, after you got your friends back, you're planning on going after the Empire. And don't pretend you ain't. I've helped a few folks take on the Imperials over the years, and every time I have, it's helped stave off my appetite for revenge. But Sumat tells me I won't be going hungry for a while, what with everything you've got planned. And you're sure that will satisfy you? If you wish to strike back at the Empire with your own hand, you need only say the word. We'll be glad to have you join with us. Tempting though your offer is, I feared I must decline. I swore I'd get revenge on the Empire, 'tis true, but I've long since realized that the front lines are no place for a man like me. Aye, there's some that would call me a craven, but I prefer to think of myself as realist. My talents lie in scheming, you see, not swordplay. Helping folks like you is how I can make the most difference. But that's quite enough storytelling for one day. Best not keep your friends waiting any longer. I'll be praying for your safety and success. May all glitter gave you strength. Wherever the Empire goes, misery invariably follows in its wake. For the sake of all who call Erosia home, we must put an end to Gaius' ambitions. But first, we have friends to rescue. Biggs, Wedge, and I will lie in wait east of Castrum Sentry, just outside the Stronghold's patrol perimeter. Join us when you're ready. Oh, and don't forget to wear your disguise, or this will be the shortest rescue mission in history. I don't know what my armor purple earlier. That was interesting. It could be a black-purple color, but it mostly looks black. I just wonder if like I powered it up with a move or something crazy. That'd be cool. Probably not, but it's still got the purple glowing stuff on it. Don't you worry about it. Y'all just stand there. I'll take care of the mud puppy y'all have ready for me. No problem. Forgive me for saying so, but you cut quite a dashing figure in Imperial black and crimson. But now is not the time for jest. Let's review the infiltration plan. Castrum Sentry lies just beyond. A short while ago, an Imperial patrol left us to do its rounds. Alpha 9 and I will create a diversion out here and keep them occupied for as long as we are able. Meanwhile, the three of you will enter the stronghold posting as the patrol returning from duty. If Alpha 9 and I prove less distracting than I hoped, I will contact you via Link Pearl. Be ready to beat a hasty retreat. Wedge will lead the way in the Reaper. Stay close to him. And I hardly need to tell you this, but don't do anything suspicious. Oh, and lest you wonder, Yin and Yasholta left shortly before you arrived. We'd planned that they should linger in the vicinity to cover our retreat in the event that Alpha 9 and I attracted too much attention. The approach of an Imperial vehicle forced us to improvise. Don't be too disappointed. They did at least leave a message for you, something along the lines of, don't do anything reckless, if memory serves. Wise words. Alright, the Imperial Patrol should be returning any moment now. You'd best be off. Good luck, Snowbody. May the 12 thank you. Alright. You bastards.
You have spirit. That I will allow. Yet you struggle to the benefit of none, least of all, yourself. This echo of yours intrigues us. We desire only to understand it, and for that we need your help. You wish to be rid of the icons, do you not? You would have saved yourself a great deal of torment had you accepted our aid from the beginning. Tell me everything, and I shall end it quickly.
Oh, we'll end it quickly.
Refuse, and though you beg for death, you shall not have it. Which will it be? As you wish, my dear Minfilia. Unpleasant though it will be for all concerned, you leave us no choice but to employ more rigorous methods of study. Be so kind as to deliver the prisoners to Castrum Meridianum.
Yes, milady.
Can I move him before I get there? Oh, please say no. It's gonna be so annoying. Your princess is in another castle vibes. Oh, my apologies. I did notice you there. So engrossed I was in my task. You'd be engrossed too had the Tribunus commanded you to arrange for the prisoners to be transported. What prisoners do you speak of? You mean you haven't heard? Only the infamous Scions of the Seventh Dawn, captured by the Tribunus herself. If you don't believe me, have a look in the storage tower when next you pass that way. Ah, the storage tower. Righto. That's a fine salute. The maintenance gear for Obsidians, are you? Welcome to Castrum Sentry, Engineer. What prisoners? What prisoners? Ah, you heard the rumors then. Yes, they're being held in the storage tower, but I strongly suggest you pay them no mind. You were summoned here to work, not to guap at or raise these defeated heroes. Now show a bit of enthusiasm, or I'll have you reported. Roger that. Greetings, comrade. Forgive me for asking, but you haven't visited the storage tower recently, have you? I only asked because I dropped something there and... Who am I fooling? I've fallen for one of the prisoners, alright? I dare say you know the one I mean, eh? The svelte blonde? Whew, goodness, no. It's the Lalafell lass I'm smitten with. She's adorable, it hurts. I want to sweep her up in my arms and squeeze her till my arms ache. What do you reckon it'd take to convince Sarah to lend me the key so I can see her? What's this? You need access to the storage tower. What business have you there? Ah, the Tribunus behest, you say. This is highly irregular, but it would not do to make my lady wroth. Take my identification key, see that it is returned when your errand is concluded. But of course. Alright, Biggs, I got it. Security's tight, just as we expected. But we're going to need a special key if we want to get past this bulkhead. Guys, we're acting a wee bit suspicious. Alright, team. Destiny awaits us behind this door. No! I'm feeling the rest. Thank goodness they're safe. I am the one you want. Leave the others be. If you harm my friends, I swear I shall take my own life and you shall answer to your mistress. Tataru, we must do something. We risk letting the entire castrum know we're here. Leave it to me. You're right. We may not get a better chance. This is the 3rd squadron. What is it? A Reaper seized? When? And this came to light only now? The culprits will have left a trail. Take as many men as you need, scour the area. I want that Reaper found. Now's our chance. ¿Qué pasa? What the? Strike my last! Eliminate the intruders! Are you alright? Snowbody, I was so scared. It was foolish of you to come here. You might have been killed. But thank you. I shudder to think what might have happened had you not arrived when you did. I say, did you not see Thancred anywhere? I'm beginning to fear for the fellow. To linger here shall yield us no answer. Let us away ere the window of our liberty closes shut. Indeed. What did you say? Escaped? Then recapture them, Fail, and I shall have your head. And what have we here? Y'shtola! Uh-oh. The Tribunus herself, just as you said. You have the Eye of Ahriman. Gita? Well, she's kinda hard to miss in that showy armor of hers. Accursed scions, how did you slip our defenses? With unexpected ease, if truth be told, and the chance to be a commotion outside the Caterham walls, which allowed us to avail ourselves of the comforts of your vehicle. Your stole is just being polite. That was one of the most comfortable things I've ever stowed away in. It's no wonder it's called the Phantom Train. No passengers would be seen dead on it. So you scuttled in amongst the freight like the vermin you are. I shall be sure to have words with our rat catcher. Such negligence is unforgivable. This is far from your most pressing concern. First you must answer for your own wrongdoings, Leva Sus Junius. Man, I wish y'all would have brought me with you. 'Twas you who led the raid on the Waking Sands, you who butchered unarmored men and women for the crime of being unworthy of capture. You killed our friends. We'll never forgive you. Nor shall we suffer you to plague Eurasia a day longer, but take you into your guard. More intruders! Protect the Tribunus! Confounded Gita with me. Oh no. Nice. After them. Where is His Excellency? In the hangar, my lady. In discussion with our guest. Alert him at once. Yes, my lady. No, 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 no! There they are! Fan out! Surround them! Must protect Tataru. Biggs, I'm going in. See everyone to safety. Don't you do it. Let me go. You fool. No, Wedge, don't do it! Oh, Snowbody. Hold them off. I'll look after Mina and Tataru. With pleasure. Why is the target so bad all of a sudden? Starting me for no reason. That's so weird. I'm not a healer. I'm not trying to target my homies. I'm trying to get rid of the people that are attacking us. invincible. Some aggressive fight here. There we go. I see. So you need some tricks up your sleeves, aye? Now let's see if we can cut this problem down to size. Where would the magic generator be? Back in the same location? Can't be. It's impossible. Please. Target the enemy. How am I targeting the ring? Doesn't make any sense. I saw him back there. Now, friends, strike the final blow. Yeah, don't attack the gigantic monster with your shield down. That wouldn't be the final target at all. Big finish.
Take the leader, kill the rest.
What
There
the?
you are, Yustola.
The Astola! Pray, forgive us our delay.
Popolino, Minfilia.
Ida!
What took you so long?
Well, it's nice to see you too.
The reunion must wait.
Right, first things first.
Yes, let's get back to being heavily outnumbered. You did
Nice
your
work,
magic
Wedge.
armor. Fool of a Lalafell!
Well, excuse me. She's all yours if you think you can do any better.
They're Irish and British, that's right. Never heard their voices before. Yeah! Get him! Hey, cutie.
But there's no one in there.
This is Sid. Can you hear me? I need you to count to 5, then jump.
Understood.
1, 2,
3.
4.
Later.
I know not which is more pitiful, the charlatans who rule Eorzea, or the masses that clamor for their implausible panaceas. I see that which they cannot. This realm founders for want of a ruler with true power. The power to cast down icons. If you continue to deny this truth, it is the people who will suffer. Embrace reason.
What in the 7 hells?
Oh, snap.
Oh no. It's here.
Let me out. Throw me out.
Serve us. They finished it. Ultima weapon.
So it has a name.
It is a relic of ancient Alag, excavated from its resting place deep beneath Alamigo. The Alagons used it to crush primal and foe alike, and now the Garleans mean to do the same.
Damn you, Gaius! Look! There, beside the Black Wolf. An Ascian. An overlord, no less. His garb attests to that.
La Habrea. It could only be him.
Of course.
Thancred!
Oh shit.
He was La Habrea? No. No, this cannot be.
Dang. That's a twist right there.
We have to go now! Hang on!
Thancred! No!
What a savage. He knows he can't capture him, so by revealing his identity, he can hit him with the psychological warfare. Make him lose their resolution as we've got a victory here. That is a critical blow. But now we know what
All that time, the enemy was beside me, and I never even suspected. And to think that it was I who suggested that Thancred investigate the Asians. How could I have been so blind? Small wonder the enemy knew our every move, and where to find us. Confound it all! No, this is not the time for self-doubt. The Alliance leaders staked their hopes on the Scions, but now they believe us all dead or missing. When they learn of the Empire's new weapon, we cannot be certain what they will do. We must go and offer them what assurances we can that defeat is not inevitable.
Kryl, this is Minfilia.
The situation
I
may
am
have
in
taken
some
an
haste,
ill
so
turn,
forgive me if I seem brusque.
but the battle is
The
far
item
from
I
over.
requested.
And
Is it
so
ready?
long as we stand together,
Wonderful.
there shall ever be hope
I'm
of
sorry
victory.
to press, but we need it urgently. How soon can it be delivered? I am in your debt, my friend.
The people of Eorzea falter for want of such hope. Let us provide it. Let us bear to them the tidings that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn are returned. Matters are coming to a head. I hope we can count on you.
My regards to Grandfather. I am ready. Let us pay a visit to the Council of the Alliance leadership.
God, things are really heating up. Els, take the Black Wolf and his new toy. Rally all available forces. I want them ready to move on my word. And relay to Slafisurin. Slafirson. The order to sail, that is all. That was some letters mixed together. Maelstrom stands ready. One of the flames. Ready as I'd like to be. We like to be. I need only give the word to Royale. Has there been no word from Ishgard? None. The dragon has got their tongues. Silent to the last. I was unwise to hope for better. What would stir the Archbishop to open his holy mouth if not this? And he claims the fury for his god. 'Tis bad comedy. The Holy See has made its choice. We will proceed without its cooperation. I believe we are all acquainted with the terms of the Black Wolf's ultimatum. We must agree upon a course of action, not less than the fate of Eorzea hangs upon the decision of this council. Van Belser claims to wield the power to smite primals. Should we yield to him, he pledges to get rid of realm of its false gods. Yet offer resistance, and he swears we shall share the primal's fate. Pardon me, my bluntness, but I like not these choices. This is too great a decision for any one of our nations to make alone. Choose we surrender or resistance, we must answer as one. For if but one surrenders and the rest shall surely fall. Let us pray for the wisdom to do right by all our peoples. Thancred's plight troubles us all, yet we cannot allow anything to come between us and our goal. So long as the ultimate weapon exists, Eurasia will never know peace. Let us go to the Alliance leaders, Nobody, and help them make the right decision. Grim tidings, Nobody. It seems that word of the ultimatum's existence has already reached the Alliance leaders, in the form of an ultimatum. They gathered in the fragrant chamber and are deliberating their answers even as we speak. Beleaguered as they are, I fear that they may elect to lay down their arms in the belief that surrender will spare the people's untold suffering. Yet nothing could be farther from the truth. That which the Black Wolf offers will doom Eurasia, not deliver it, and the leaders will be made aware of this. Let us hurry to them, Snowbody, and ensure that they do not act in ignorance of the consequences. Bartholomew. The Council of Alliance Leaders is presently in progress in fragrant chambers. I must ask you to step away from the door, sir. I'm sorry, you're here on behalf of the Science of the Seventh Dawn. 1,000 pardons, my lord. Of course you may enter.
We keep treading the same ground.
Van Belsar's demands are clear.
Alas, our minds are not.
I've never been one to shy from a fight, but if this weapon of theirs can do all they claim...
It has been 5 years since the calamity, and our people have scarce begun to rebuild their lives. Can we now, in good conscience, call upon them to risk what little they have left? I would spare them the pain of further conflict. Conflict, I say, though that would imply forces set in opposition. If the combined might of 3 primals could not stay Garlemald's new terror, what meaningful resistance can we offer? We who struggle to quell the foes who rise up within our own borders.
Yeah, Gardania's getting wrecked.
Long have we fought the primals, but to what end? We strike them down at no small cost, only for them to rise again and again. Are we to play this profitless game for the rest of days? I, for one, grow tired of it. Mistake me not. I do not propose to trade one tyranny for another. I love liberty. But conciliation need not mean oppression.
By the 12, though neither of you cried surrender, Your every word betokened it.
Yeah.
Not that I deny there is truth in what you say, nor can I rightly claim that Ul'dah is ready to fight.
Let me out!
Refugees flood our gates, and beastmen swarm our land, while the great and the good do nothing. My flames struggle to bear the burden. I put on a grand show at the Remembrance Service, made all manner of lofty promises. I've made good on not a bloody one.
Yeah, this looks like I couldn't join your crew. Seemed like a bit of empty promises, unfortunately.
Do not blame yourself, Raoban. You said only that which the people needed to hear. All present have done the same. Our citizens had become lost to hope. If our words serve to kindle it in them anew, better we speak than remain silent.
Fair point.
Our enemy condemns us for failing our people. Yet what does he care for their well-being? While we labored to rebuild their lives, the Black Wolf built instruments of murder with which to end them.
Her Majesty speaks true. For all our failings, the people's well-being has ever been our foremost priority. While none among us ever doubted that the Empire would one day resume its war, we scarcely had means enough to solve the problems of the present.
Aye, which is why we look to others to safeguard our future. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Alas, they are gone, and the Black Wolf is at our door.
That's not the only thing at your door.
Admiral! I fear you are mistaken.
Get him, Alphanod.
Alphinord, Minfilia, and Seven Hells. Master Garland?
Oh, don't worry about me.
And you, dear
I'm just
friend.
a snow buddy. Hey, Connie.
By Ralga, you're alive. All of you.
Yeah, I'm tough
As
to
we
kill.
approached, I would swear I heard talk of surrender. But I know that cannot be. It is not the Eorzean way.
Get him, Alphanon.
Hear me, my friends. Accepting the Garleans' offer to vanquish the Primals would be folly.
Heck yeah.
Folly, I say.
So glad
For
Philly's
might
back.
is not the answer to the primal threat. Indeed, the more the Empire exerts its strength, the worse matters will become. Primals enter this world when mortals call upon them, and mortals are wont to appeal to a higher power when they are desperate. Nothing is more certain to breed desperation in the beast tribes than the Garleans' proposed solution.
The true answer lies in a lasting peace. But the Garleans only know war and conquest. Should Eorzea fall into their hands, there will be such suffering as none can imagine.
We are not blind to the many challenges that each of your nations face. Yet you must not give in.
Aye. Remember 5 years ago when you wagered all for the sake of the realm? Remember what you fought for, what you were willing to die for. Let the memories rekindle the fire in your heart, for Eorzea has need of it again.
Come what may, we Scions will never give up the fight.
Need to go outside, Pope? Give me just a second. Almost perfect timing, I think.
And so I bid you stand with us, and together we shall safeguard the future of the realm.
I stand with them.
A great man once said that a shrewd merchant grasps not for the quick profit, but invests in the future. Wise words, eh, Raoban?
Sid,
Your words stir and shame me in equal measure. How could I contemplate surrender? I know full well that all we have, we owe to the sacrifices of those who went before us. Yet the seeming hopelessness of our plight robbed me of my insight.
Sorry, y'all, my pup's gotta go outside. So we're gonna have to leave it on a cliffhanger here, but I'll be right back and then we'll keep going through the dialogue. Thanks for...
All right.
We Gridanians have no love for war, yet we have still less for those who would threaten our homeland. Ever have we fought to protect those things we hold dear, and this shall never change. Gridania will go to war.
Yeah,
we will
get him,
fight
Gotti.
the Empire for the sake of the realm and all who abide here.
And that's why I picked you as my starting area. Get him.
At long last, I hear words worthy of a founder of the Alliance.
Amen, sister.
Raubon, are we to be outdone?
I lost one homeland. The thought of losing another had blunted my resolve. But no man knows better than I that if you want aught, you'd best be ready to die for it.
Amen,
With
brother.
great danger comes the chance for great glory and great profit. We Uldans who have turned sand into gold know this well. How many times have we fallen into the pit of despair, only to have you pluck us out? I've fair lost count.
Everybody needs a hobby,
the lot
right?
of you, like bloody pirates. I won't waste my breath trying to talk you round, on account of being a pirate myself. And the pirate who shrinks from a challenge is no pirate at all. Those who would pick a quarrel with us must choose. Back down, or go down with all hands. Let the Garleans come. The united strength of Limsa Lominsa will be waiting for them.
And that's why I serve you, Commander.
If our realm is to be free of this pall of darkness, let it be by our own hands.
For Eorzea!
Oriosia!
We must needs consider how the weapon may be brought to bear against us.
The Maelstrom will secure strategic points along the coastline.
In the meantime, the flames will deploy at...
Be at ease, my friends. You have banished our doubts. Pray leave the military matters to us, and retire to the waking sands. We will send word anon.
Awesome. Oh, none of y'all can get in? Oh, that's okay. You know, you had to be a member of the Scions, the Seventh Dawn. No big deal, no big deal, no big deal, no big deal. Well, that's pretty epic, y'all. I think that's a good place to call it. But thank you so much for chilling, everybody. Ending on some good vibes, getting ready to take one back to the enemy. Thank you for being here, everybody. As always, if you sent good vibes, if you sent me positive energy, I appreciate you being here. Stay frosty.